how do you get video on your phone? There's a couple of stances that I see over and over and over and over again. Right? You gotta take this video, this is project number 1, by the way. I'm not kidding. This is project number 1. You gotta get me. You're gonna put this on your YouTube channel. Okay. Now here's the thing. Everybody in this room, sorry to say, are not holding your phone right. Landscape. You want to landscape it. Let me get mine open as well. In fact, I'm going to flip my camera around. Landscape. Landscape. Please. Landscape. Now, I know that some of the phones nowadays, you have that function where you can click the button and it'll go from portrait mode to landscape. A lot of the, mine's a Note 8. It's a little old now. I can't afford a new one yet, but the camera's actually quite decent on this thing still. Right? Turning it sideways does that. But what I want you to have it in landscape for is because this is how we get video on video cameras. It will always come in landscape form. There's a reason for that. You are a human with binocular vision. Your wide vision is bigger than your tall vision. That's why movie screens are that way. That's why this screen is wider than it is tall. That's why these screens are wider than they are tall. You want it in landscape, right? Of course, landscape has the additional advantage of you having 2 hands on it. 2 hands. Yeah, 2 hands. How much did this thing cost? Anybody? Anybody know the price of their phone? How much it cost you or your parents? No? How much did yours run? Mine was $1,000. I didn't buy it on the plan so that I pay it every month for my phone bill. I paid it outright. That's about how much these things are cost. That's how much it goes, right? That sounds weird. It's like, it costs $1,000, but I don't think it costs, yeah, it does. This is amazing. This is a whole computer with a touch screen. And how many cameras on it? 3 to 5? Can you not understand? That's worth a lot of money. This thing probably costs $300 to make, right? That's expensive. These, a little bit less, it's $200, but it's still mine and it's a shared resource and I need you holding it right. So 2 hands, 2 hands, very important. Next, I'm walking around here and some of you are already kind of doing it, it's good. Some of you are kind of getting a little wiggly. This is a thing. You are a human being. You are a moving, dynamic, kinemetric system. You move around. I'm moving around. I'm talking at you weird. I'm doing it on purpose. This is a polished spiel. I have practiced in a mirror for you. And multiple years of doing this. So, we want to be able to get good video. You got to take some of the you out of it. Yes, there are tripods. They exist. We will play with some later in the semester, but first I need you to get comfortable using the camera right. So when you got your landscape, and you got your 2 hands, you got to pull them elbows in. Pull them in. Because out, you're doing this. The anti-shake technology, better, but I am absolutely sure every person in this room has watched some video somewhere online, and the person was holding their camera like this, and then you threw up because of motion sickness. Yeah, we all experienced that. Right? You're not going to have that happen with your videos anymore. They're perfect. They're going to be beautiful. They're going to be in landscape mode. You're going to hold it with 2 hands. You're going to pull your elbows in. Then, when I'm moving around, you got to track me. You got to do that. Like you're trying to keep me in that center 75% of your screen. Now, it really helps that on my screen, and I'm pretty sure on all of yours, actually I'm quite sure on all of yours, you have the ability to turn on the grid marks. Can you see those on mine? I got my grid lines on. Yeah, you should turn those on. They don't show up in the final product, but it makes you much more aware of where are things on my screen. Right? I want those things. I want to keep them in that center 75. And in order to track people, my dog, my kids, that car that was really cool that I saw, I want to move smoothly, keeping them in that center 75. So you want to turn the core muscles of your body. Weirdly enough, it is a very physical thing to get video. It's a profession, it's a full-on profession of its own, and the people who take video, people who work on movies tend to be in pretty good shape, mostly in their core muscles. Unlike me, I'm a professor. I don't need to be strong in my core muscles. So you want to turn with your core muscles. You got those elbows in, you're using the long muscles because it makes it smooth. You don't want to turn with your wrists. You don't want to turn with your arms, right? You want smooth video. So it's not all this crap. When you're holding my cameras, you're going to hold the camera, you're going to get into a good stance, turn with your core, elbows in, 2 hands on it, keeping people in that center 75%. Okay, that's one. Okay. Then the last bit, the stance that you take, is very important, right? You're holding on to something, you're trying to use long, large muscles so that you are lean and able to move smoothly, right? You got to get in a good stance. So, in your feet, get about shoulder width apart. Slightly bend your knees. Don't lock your legs because you vibrate. Right? You are a dynamic system. You're all rubber bands and metal bones. Right? You don't want to loosen up a little bit, bend the knees a little bit, got them shoulder width apart. I could stand like this for hours. Yeah. Right? Put it on your haunches, go straight down on the floor. You got a lot of weight on your heels. You're able to turn with your core, keeping your elbows in, nice, smooth. Look at that. Nice and smooth. Yeah. Allows you to move smoothly with your camera. And just turn off, it turned off. Of course, turn off. Go back to it. Right. You're able to move smoothly with your camera. I found that I used to do Tai Chi. I found that the Tai Chi walk really helps. I don't know if you've ever done it, but it's very purposeful, heel to toe, never locking your knees, you never shoot out. You're always slightly crouched. Yeah, makes it work really well. So that's a thing. That's how you get good video with your phone, but also with my cameras. Turning with your core, keeping your elbows in, center 75. Sometimes though, hey, the action is happening and you have the opportunity to become a tripod. Let us do that right now. Let us become tripods. Get up against the walls. Get up against the walls. Run up against the walls. Or in my case, I'll get this work for you. Look. Get up against the wall. Do it. Stick up against the wall. Come on over here. Get up against these walls. Right? You're going to become a tripod. You're trying to take the dynamic system that you are. Your heartbeats alone will screw it up. Get up against the wall. Push up against the wall. Go ahead. I'm going to get in the doorway. You can do it in the doorway as well. Here, I'll put this up. Here we go. Yeah, over there. Yeah, against the space. Don't lean against this. It'll get over. Right? So, second trick. Right? Get up against that wall. You want to become a tripod. When you get becoming a tripod, you're going to take your shoulders, put them into the wall. Kick 1 foot back under you, 1 foot forward. Right? Now the wall's bearing all my weight. Not in the phone, not in the camera. I can rotate using my long core muscles. Right? I can do that. Great, I'm a tripod. I can also do it in a doorway. It's even easier. It's even better when you're in a doorway. Because you can take your shoulder into the jam, 1 foot up against the door, the other one out. I can get this whole room. I can see the whole room with my camera. Takes all the bounce out of it. Not wiggling. I can talk, and it doesn't make the phone jiggle. It doesn't make the camera jiggle. And finally, the last tripod you can do. Quick, get back to your seat. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Go. Last one. Last one. Last one. Sorry. This is the one for when you're in class and you want to record your professor. Right? Sit down. Put the seat a little bit down. There we go. Putting my elbows on. 1, 2. Sternum into the desk. Right now I can stay like this, dead still. Camera's not gonna, I'm talking, I'm moving my head, camera's dead still. Right? Allows, and I'm a little bit down. I had to pull myself a little bit down, and I have to do the same thing. Most of these chairs are pretty adjustable. All right, but that's the thing, is you get your sternum into the desk, so any of your lower body energy goes into the desk, and then you get your elbows onto here and make a triangle. 3 points of contact, 1, 2, 3. Totally takes out all the bounce. That's how you get good video, with your phone. You'll do this from now on. You want good video? This is how you do it. You want to use my cameras? This is how you're going to do it. See, even when you're in that desk, you can still turn. You can still, right up against it. You're still able to move with your core muscles. Because your lower body stuff is kind of going down there, and you still got the sides. You can still do that. It's great. Okay, stop. Cut the whole action.